Armenian miniature paintings are mostly found in the Gospels, the Bibles, religious books, books of hymns, miscellany, as well as medical books. The miniature paintings were used to illustrate handwritten manuscripts and decorate the margins, the first pages, and the Quran, that is, the canon table of these manuscripts. The artists used to write and decorate the parchment books with gouache, watercolors, and other paints, and they covered some parts with thin layer of gold. They illustrated stories and bound the books of that time period. In the early stages only, parchments were used. Paper was not used until the middle of the 13th century. The Armenian miniature painting has developed and blossomed during 13 centuries, that is, from the 6th to the 19th century. We have inherited enormous amount of valuable and high-quality, unique works of art. The Armenian miniature painting has great variability of style and theme. Besides religious subjects, the artists have also depicted scenes from the secular life. In the works of the Middle Ages, there are scenes from the theater and the circus, which was very popular at the time. The paintings also included the picture of the artist or the person who commissioned that specific work, as well as the tools they used, musical instruments, decorative designs to complete the picture. They used a plethora of designs, which included floral, real and imaginary animals, sun, water, tree of life, and others. Miniature painting of the Middle Ages was mainly done in the Bible, since the Bible was very commonly used in the non-religious circles. The artists not only illustrated stories from the Gospel, but they also portrayed the scenes of healing and miracles, where the furniture and the equipment together with the decorative designs were placed within the margins. The oldest sample of Armenian miniature painting is the 6th century painting found at the end of the 989 Echmiadzin Bible. This ivory book cover belongs to the same Bible and is of the same time period. The oldest Bible is the Lazarian Bible, which belongs to the year 887. Miniature paintings done immediately after the creation of the Armenian alphabet have not been preserved. Nevertheless, frescoes of the Armenian church belonging to the same time period are still in existence, which form the basis of the miniature painting of the coming centuries. The oldest frescoes of the Middle Ages are the 7th century frescoes found in the church of Aruch and the monastery of Lampat. In the frescoes of church of Aruch, the prophets, apostles, floral designs, and margin ornamentation have been depicted. The picture showing the vision of Prophet Yeznik is part of the Lampat frescoes. The frescoes of the St. Cross Church made in 915 to 921 are most notable for the amount of detail. And finally, the frescoes of 1263 made on the altar of the monastery of Kopide. The miniature paintings of the early Middle Ages are very similar to these frescoes by their style and the themes used. As mentioned in the previous sections, most of the Armenian written manuscripts are kept in the Mesrop Mashtot's Library of Ancient Manuscripts. Some of the valuable manuscripts with illustrations of miniature paintings kept at the library are the following. The 989 Echmiadzin Bible picture depicting Jesus Christ on his throne. The 1038 Bible, which contains a very interesting picture of the baptism. The Moghni Bible of 11th century, where the most notable work depicts the religious ritual of Tearan Taraj, as well as Hampartum, Ascension. The Bible of Hakhpat of the year 1211, that has the beautiful painting of the entry of Jesus into Jerusalem. The 1232 Translator's Bible illustrations of Birth, which is again an interesting work of art, and the Last Supper. One of the exceptional miniature painting artists is Grigor Zakho, who illustrated the Translator's Bible in 1232. It has been thought that the illustration was done in Karin, and the Bible was called after the monastery of translators in the region of Kansak. Zakho used innovative concepts in his work. He was a master in the use of ink. Due to his choice of colors and the use of light and shadow, his pictures have attained shape and depth. A very interesting example is this Quran or canon table. The circle located at the top of the picture is painted in such a way that it seems to be in motion. The rest of the designs of the picture are curved to illustrate depth. In general, the concept of three-dimensional picture is felt in this work. His work contains designs which are very similar to the designs of the Erebuni frescoes. He put his soul into his work. His work was inspirational for many artists of the following centuries, especially for Toros Taron.